Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In my last video, I have told you about the important maps of the world from Book 1 Geography Class 12. Today let's talk about India, our own country. So let's start with Book 2 Geography, India, People and Economy. Today I will cover all important maps of India essential for board examination. So let's begin. The total weightage of India's map is 5 marks. This is the latest political map of India with 28 states and 9 union territories. See closely here, Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir are separated and became union territories. Don't be surprised to see this map. This is Indian map redesigned by an American CEO where he marked the Indian states' population, which is almost equal to population of some of the countries. This is the syllabus of Book 2, India, People and Economy. Let's start the syllabus of Maps of India, where you have to locate and label places on the given political map. In this way, I will cover all important maps of Book 2. State with highest level of urbanization and lowest level of urbanization, that is Goa and Himachal Pradesh. The location of these places on the political map of India are as follows. We'll talk about one state with highest level of HDI and lowest level of HDI, that is Kerala and Chhattisgarh. The location of these places on the political map of India are as follows. Now let's talk about states with higher level of population density, that is Bihar and West Bengal, and the state with lowest level of population density, that is Arunachal Pradesh. The location of these places are as follows. If the question is mark any one out-migrating state, you can mark either UP or Bihar. And if the question is mark any one in-migrating state, you can mark any one of the mentioned states. You can see these places on the political map of India. Any city with more than 10 million population, here you can mark Greater Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Bangalore. You can mark these places on the map like this. Let's talk about the following crops starting with rice. So the leading producing states of rice are West Bengal, UP and Punjab. Rice is a crop of hot, wet land of the tropics. Rice needs the temperature of 20 degrees Celsius during the growing season and the temperature of 27 degrees during the harvesting period. Rainfall required is 100 to 200 centimeters. You might have noticed, or you can also ask your mother, that for cooking pulses or rice, high temperature and great amount of water is required. Similarly, in nature, for these crops to grow, high temperature and high rainfall is required. You can always remember this correlation with the help of this example. The location of these places are as follows. Now, talking about the next crop, wheat. It is mainly grown in the following states. As I explained earlier about rice, similarly you can correlate geographical conditions for wheat with the process of making chapatis at your home. To make the atta dough, less amount of water and temperature are required. So in nature, wheat requires low temperature and less water. The states Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh can be located on the map as follows. Now let's talk about jowar. Jowar ranks third in area among food grains. Jowar can be grown in semi-arid and arid, having rainfall under 45 centimeters. High temperature is necessary for its growth. It is generally grown on poor soils and in precarious rainfall zones. It is found in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Now let's talk about the cotton plants. Cotton is a plant of tropical and subtropical areas. Cotton needs uniformly high summer temperatures between 22 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius. It requires a warm climate with bright sunshine. Frost is harmful to cotton plants. The cotton plant is mainly found in Gujarat, Telangana and Maharashtra. The locations of these places on the political map of India are as follows. The cultivation of jute in India is mainly confined to the eastern region of the country. The jute crop is grown in nearly 83 districts of 7 states: West Bengal, Assam, Orissa, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Tripura and Meghalaya. West Bengal alone accounts for over 50% raw jute production. Mainly found in West Bengal, Assam and Bihar. The location of the 3 main states where jute is grown are as follows. Now we come to the sugarcane plant. Sugarcane is a plant of hot and wet tropical region. High temperature between 21 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius are required throughout the year. It is grown in a long sunny growing season. Location of these places are as follows. The next important plant is the tea plant. It is a beverage crop and is a favorite of many of us. Tea requires uniformly high temperature 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Frost is harmful for tea leaves. As you can see, the famous places, the tea plants grow in Darjeeling, Assam and Meghalaya. Coffee is a plantation crop. It is a powder obtained from the seeds of berries of a tree. It contains a stimulating substance called caffeine. Next to tea, Coffee is the most popular drink in the world. Coffee requires uniformly high temperature, 22 degrees Celsius, throughout the year. The location of these places on the political map of India are as follows. There are lots of mines are found in India, like iron ore mines, coal mines, oil refineries, bauxite mines, and manganese mines. The mining industry in India is a major economic activity which contributes significantly to the economy of India. Oil refineries are mainly found in Mathura, Jamnagar, Barauni. Iron and steel are found in India in Bhadravati, Bhilai, Bokaro, Durgapur, Rourkela and Jamshedpur. The location of the places are as follows. Cotton textile industries are found in Surat, Varanasi, Murshidabad, Solapur and Coimbatore. The location of these places are as follows. Now we'll talk about Software Technology Park in India. Remember children, all the software technologies are the capital of the respective states. The location of these places are as follows. Now you can see the major industrial regions in the map of India. Now we'll talk about transportation in India. Means of transport are the lifeline of a country. Transport system in India strengthens the social, economic and political unity in India. You can see the important notes on North and South corridor and important note on East and West corridor. On this map, you can see the North and South corridor, West and East corridor and golden quadrilateral with the red line, that is Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi. Now we come to the most important topic, major seaport of India, that is Kandla, Mumbai, Marmagaon, Kochi, Mangalore, Tuticorin, Chennai, Paradip, Visakhapatnam and Haldia. You can see the location of seaports on the map of India. Last but not the least, let's talk about international airports in India. They are Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Guwahati, Delhi, Amritsar, Tiruvananthapuram and Hyderabad. These are the important international airports in India. And let me tell you children, in Amritsar, Raja Sansai is the northernmost international airport in India. Rest of the places, please see carefully on the map. Students, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you found this video useful and you gained a good knowledge of the important maps of India. I would recommend you to watch this video very carefully and regularly in order to score full marks in map questions in board exam. Good luck students. I'll be back soon with another video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.